to bring us as we're off in Week 9. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Yep. To throw on 2nd and 6. Glennon. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
The two-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Saints first down.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
By the defense.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
His throw incomplete.
The pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brady. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. They'll look to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Odell Beckham keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A pass complete here to Conley. 20! And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be countered, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
3rd and goal for Rivers, and he's got him. Touchdown, Saints. Jack Doyle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They're going to look to throw. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far.
And he can't find anyone with it, and he goes down.
Quarterback taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gonna air it out deep for Gronkowski. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
That's another.
Give him 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to take Odell Beckham Jr. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
First and 10 is counter, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers plant their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
12 yards there and a first down. Here's Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll try and run for it with counter. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now.
And I've seen it so many times that when
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Jannard Avery
Quarterback sack.
showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Rolling to his right. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
56, right there, 56. Hey, tight. Way to go. 56. He don't know no better. Monk's 56. Monk's 56. Watch the run.
On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
First and 10.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brought down behind.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Buccaneers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Taken down by Reuben Foster.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
The Bucs.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes...
They start the drive with Connor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 27, Rivers. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.